What's going on, YouTube? JT Reborn here, and welcome back to another edition of my DC comic book reviews. In this video, I'm going to be talking about Nightwing issue number 99. This one's written by Tom Taylor with art by Bruno Redondo, and this one is continuing off the previous issue where one of the mob bosses who had been apprehended with Nightmite and all that other stuff was ratting all sorts of different people out, and people are getting arrested. Melinda Zuko is still kind of in power right here. Her dad, Tony Zuko, comes back. It's like, hey, daughter, we can kind of rule this stuff together and all that stuff. And he decides to go to, like, get all sorts of money. He goes to this place, which is called The Hold, which is because Blüdhaven was built on a whaling community, I guess. And there's this place called The Hold where it's like a bank and there's all sorts of different rules of it. It kind of feels reminiscent of something you'd see in John Wick. But these two characters come in. Nightwing comes in to stop him and tries to get this big diamond or whatever. He shoots this dude, like this quartermaster or whatever, in the eye. And just like the next page or so, he comes back and he's just wearing an eye patch, like nothing just happened. Like, dude, you just got shot in the face. So then it's Nightwing, after taking these two down, going toe-to-toe with Zuko. The people who are trying to steal from the Hold come in and they're like, hey, you can't do that. We're going to take care of justice. He's like, hey, look, let me handle this. Let me take him to the police. Let me arrest him. And then basically Nightwing's kind of allowed to arrest him, and he's told that there's something in a safe there for him. Melinda Zuko changes her name to Melinda Grayson Lynn to say, hey, look, I'm done with you, Dad, or you're not my father. Grayson's dad was my father. I'm done with you. Goodbye, yada, yada. I'll take care of it. And then her and Dick kind of have a little moment just talking with each other, and they set up Zuko and Heartless and all that going into the next issue, and that's basically it in a nutshell. It's a quick recap summation of what happened to this whole thing. So finally, hopefully, we'll be done with the whole Heartless storyline in the next issue. I'm kind of surprised that's going to be the big 100th issue. A lot of people were speculating months back, like, oh, it'll probably be a Dick Grayson and Barbara Gordon wedding. So either plans changed or we'll get some sort of big surprise. No real big surprises. Between this and Dark Crisis and all that, yeah, they've already announced other things with the solicitations, but no big surprise reveals for the most part. Oh, although the Light from Young Justice cartoon kind of coming into the comics, I think, is pretty exciting. If you want to know more about that, check out my Dark Crisis issue number 7 review. But in terms of this is one of those things where I'm like, yeah, I'm just glad to just kind of be finishing up with the Heartless thing. I just want to be done with it in the next issue, which is issue 100, which is a big milestone issue. So something big and exciting better happen then. I just want to be done with Heartless because it's been going on for so long since Tom Taylor's run began. It just felt like we never finished it. So hopefully we'll be done with it then. But as it stands, this issue itself was okay. There's nothing really all that grand or exciting about it. It is more plot focused. We get Tony Zuko in there, and he's just kind of thrown out almost. Well, I mean, he's doing his thing, but he's kind of taken out rather easily. Melinda is there, and she changes her name, and she's kind of writing him off at this point. And we find out like some interesting place with this weird vault place, sort of bank location that has all this history with it. I thought that was kind of unique. But as it stands, this issue itself was just kind of all right. Not one of the strongest, but nothing entirely insulting with it. So yeah, it's just one of those issues like, okay, I read it and I'm kind of done. So do I really recommend it? Do I think it's must read Nightwing comic book compared to some of the other issues I've had I've reviewed on this channel? No, I don't think so. But at least it's not bogged down by cameos, and it's just mostly Dick Grayson kind of off on his own. Yeah, he has moments with Melinda and all that, but it's mostly just him this time around. So I appreciate that aspect of it. As much as I like a lot of the other Bat Family characters and Titans characters showing up from time to time, it's nice to just have an issue where it's primarily just focused on him doing his thing. So there you go. Take it for what it's worth. The Bruno Redondo art is still good as always. With the nice warm colors and all that, making you feel nice and good and all that. But as it stands, the issue itself, I thought was just kind of all right. Nothing special, but nothing awful, nothing insulting like that. So take it for what it's worth. But anyways, if you have any thoughts on it, let me know in the comment section down below. Like this video, share it with your friends, subscribe to the YouTube channel for more content, all that other fun stuff. Next up, I'm going to be covering Deceased War of the Undead Gods, and that'll probably wrap it up for today as I move into other things. So look forward to all that. All right, as always, take care now. Bye-bye then, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.